This is totally with it! Vader Shards of the Past. Directed by Danny Ramirez and released in December of 2018. Produced by the popular YouTuber Star Wars Theory. This fan film was a long time coming, but well worth the wait, giving Star Wars fans something we haven't gotten in a long time. A good movie. The film deals with the aftermath of Padme's death and the crippling grief and rage over her loss. I definitely got some Dark Lord Rise of Darth Vader vibes from this film, and I gotta say, it's pretty wizard. These guys know their Star Wars. What hits you right away are the visuals. The imagery is truly stunning, made only more impressive when you realize the film was shot in just 4 days, with a budget of roughly $100,000, and yet, with limited time and resources, they managed to create something more enjoyable for many fans than The Last Jedi. Things start off with a bang, as I'm going to town on some clone troopers in a scene reminiscent of the now famous hallway scene from Rogue One. And again, yes please, give me more. Turns out I'm a little hot under the collar after being barbecued on Mustafar, and I'm taking out all of my frustrations on not only the clone troopers, but good old Sparky himself, the Emperor, played by Stephen T. Bartlett, who gives an electrifying performance as the physical presence of Palpatine, while voice actor Bradley Cline provides the vocals. From time to time, Cline's accent does peek through, making him sound kinda like the Tony Montana version of Palpatine, and sometimes the Emperor does look a little comical, particularly when he's being choked. Now, I was going to make a joke about his dress shoes, but I popped in Revenge of the Sith, and when Yoda blasts him across the room with the Force, good old Sid is wearing dress shoes and slacks under his cloak. So yeah, who knew the Emperor of the Galaxy shops at JCPenney's? And I know it sounds like I'm being really hard on these guys, but this really is the best Emperor I've ever seen in a fan film, and they did a truly amazing job. Ian McDiarmid is a tough act to follow, and I was very impressed with what they were able to achieve. The Emperor would be most pleased. Now I know I might be a little biased here, but my favorite part of this film was how they depicted me. Star Wars Theory himself makes a cameo hanging in the medical ward in a shot that looks like it came straight from a feature film. It's that good. Voice actor Jesse Gomez lends his vocal talents, doing an excellent impression of me, and I must say, I find it fitting since James Earl Jones provided my voice in the films, that Dupree Jones provided my physical presence in this fan project. Back to the movie. I'm doing pretty good against old Sid until he starts using my feelings against me, giving me false visions of Padme after lighting me up like a Christmas tree with Force lightning. But it's not long before I get a grip and snap out of it, and just when I finally put the old creep out of my misery, wouldn't you know it, I wake up. So yeah, me killing the Emperor, pulling a Neo to one-up Kylo with all those blaster bolts, was just a dream. But the great thing about this opening is, they found a creative way to show the internal struggle I'm facing. And hey, who hasn't dreamed of killing their boss at least once or twice, right? After a lesson in Sith philosophy that is taken straight out of the old EU, again showing Star Wars Theory and Danny Ramirez really know their stuff, I'm sent on a mission by the Emperor to kill a Jedi who survived Order 66, and then it ends. You can't do that to me, man. I need more. Lots more. What I particularly enjoyed, besides the overall production value, was the attention to detail. From the visuals to the sound, it felt like Star Wars. The shot where the clones enter the throne room was very reminiscent of when the clones are about to fire on Ki-Adi-Mundi in Revenge of the Sith. It was an excellent visual touch, and I appreciated that. Also, how they added the skeleton while I'm being electrocuted. Most fan films don't add that, but it made the film feel more cinematic and real. And as a film score junkie, I absolutely love the score by Jacob A. Cadmus. John Williams is the master of the craft, and it is difficult to stand up next to his impressive body of work. But Cadmus achieves an emotional and gripping score that feels like it belongs in the Star Wars universe. I was very impressed, and I can't wait to hear more of his music in future episodes. Now, last week I reviewed Solo, and if that wasn't bad enough, now we have this. Han chopping firewood, shirtless, like some crappy romance novel, while Leia stands around blushing and gawking at him like some little schoolgirl with a crush. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is official Star Wars now. Not Jedi Outcast, not Shadows of the Empire, not The Force Unleashed or Knights of the Old Republic. This. If I showed you these two images, which would you think was real Star Wars, and which would you think was fan fiction? Bingo! And you know what would put butts in seats, Disney? More of this, and less of this. As I stated in my New Year's special, one of the only problems with this film is that it is far too short. And I must admit, I do wish there could have been cannon fodder, or should I say Bantha Poodoo Jedi for me to fight and kill in this first episode, because it felt a bit like a teaser. Like it ended right when I wanted to see what would happen next. But then, to its credit, I actually want to see the next episode, which is just one more way Star Wars Theory has one-upped the current trilogy. You can never have too much of a good thing, which is exactly why we need more great beta fan projects like this and FX and Post's reimagining of Scene 38 from A New Hope. I've seen your previews and I want more. Now I know this review hasn't had my typical humor and puns, but if you're a fan of crappy jokes, stick around. I'm uploading a second video that should do the trick. In the end, Vader Shards of the Past is an ambitious and highly entertaining fan project. This fan film shows a genuine love for Star Wars and gives fans what they've always wanted to see. But more than that, it fulfills George Lucas's original intention with Star Wars, to inspire young filmmakers to reach for the stars and share in his empire of dreams. So for its creativity, beautiful visuals, amazing score by Jacob A. Cadmus, undeniable passion for Star Wars, and love for Star Wars fans, I give this film 5 out of 5 Death Stars. Vader Shards of the Past is impressive. Most impressive. $200,000 are necessary to complete this series on schedule. But budgets do not concern me, Star Wars Theory. I want more episodes, not excuses. And I will not be denied. This has been Vader Reviews. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and follow me on Twitter. Join the Empire today. Do not yet realize your importance. Share these videos, and together we will rule the internet. And always remember, you don't know the power of the dark side.